Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, hello, hello. I'm put on something warm, a house coat, because it's an old house and it's winter and it's freezing in here, but not too freezing. Okay, so here we are with you, Taurus, and we have a reading, a forecast that I wanted to get out for 2019 ahead of time. And this way I can go have fun and, bring in the new year. And then in January, the first week, I'll come back with the January forecast. So let's see what's in store for you, Taurus. As I said, it's a mini grand tableau and a large spread. These are 36 cards, the Lenormand cards, and the grand tableau would be 36 cards, usually 9 by 4. So what I'm doing is the inner circle with houses. That doesn't mean anything to any of you who don't read cards, but I'll try to explain as we go along. So what I'm doing is laying the cards 4 by 4 by 4 by 4, and I'll be talking about quarters. The first quarter is the first 3 months, the second quarter, the second 3 months, the third and fourth, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, and October, November, December. So let me show you the cards first. So the first quarter is the anchor. The anchor, that was the anchor. This is the lily, the lilies, the garden, the fox, the ring, the crossroads, crossroads, and some of you are thinking, what is she doing? Get down to the reading. The clover, but people who read these cards would like to know. The tower, which is quite different from a tarot tower. This is different. The key, nice. That key is very nice. You have some really nice cards here. Bouquet. Just as I say, nice cards. There's a little bit of clouds. There's the clouds. And then we have the mice. We have the mice. And the mice is in the house of the mice. So when that is the case, it becomes a highlighted. So we'll talk about that. The stars. The letter is in the house of the letter. And that is also highlighted. The heart and the ship. Let's start with the first 3 quarters. The first 3 quarters, we have here undoubtedly a situation where there is major stability. You feel like there's more stability. You're starting to feel mature, and this maturity and stability makes it possible for you to be more at ease when you're in public. And not only, you start to see people and the players for what they are. You're able to get your bearings in the public. You're able to understand when it's best to be quiet, when it's best to speak, when it's best to move away. And this is something that has very often been a problem for you, Taurus, because oftentimes you are at your best when you can just, get down to work, get down to the brass tacks, get down to the things that matter the most. And the first quarter is a lot of that. The first quarter makes you feel like I have had some experience. Let me use that experience, and you're starting to feel good with yourself. You have come from a moment in the past year when many of you have changed work, jobs, and have also been in a position to move home. And now you're starting to feel greater stability, not only because of that, but because of your inner peace. Now, the second quarter, which is April, May, and June. there is here a decision to, and it is fully conceived of as a decision. Now is the time. I want a ring, you know. I want to give her a ring. I want to bond them to me, you know. We need a stronger bond. And that comes out in that the second quarter. And it is a very lucky decision. It is a very timely decision. It's a moment when the other person wasn't expecting it, but really, really was thinking, where is this going? I mean, you know what? They were hoping for a qualitative jump. And not only will it be a ring, you know, or the promise. It's not only going to be a promise, it's going to be it. You know, you are both going to want to tie the knot. And surely you may be saying to yourself, she said that before. You know, I remember her 3 months saying that before. That's right. I'm making a projection into 2019 because I do remember indeed making that projection. And I think, Taurus, if I'm not mistaken, it was about September, perhaps, not later than September or August, September, when I said you are going to take it to another level. You're going to go live together with somebody. You're going to make it something, a dream, a different dream within the confines of this couple. Is going to go up a step. But this is taking it still another step. Now, the third quarter, which is July, August, and September here, I've got a very key moment. This is probably the most critical moment of the year, July, August, and September. Why? Because you come from a very high where you have received, and we'll look in more detail when I look at the different dimensions and domains of your reading. You come from a very high when you've received accolades, you've had a job promotion, you have been given gifts, maybe you won something, to a moment where towards the end of August, you start getting this feeling, and it's just a feeling. It's an insidious feeling. It comes in. And you just start seeing on the horizon, man, there's trouble. There's trouble in the city. There's trouble. I can smell it in the air. TROUBLE. It's trouble. You know, you see something coming your way. And it's relegated only to that period of time. And we'll look more specifically at that when I look at the pairing and the mirroring and the knighting. Then the last quarter, October, November, and December, they're beautiful cards here, absolutely beautiful cards. There are cards here that talk to you of warm communication, of knowing that you've made the right decision, of a communication that tells you, you know, I've done a lot of stupid mistakes. I've made a lot of stupid mistakes. But you know, you'll talk to your partner, to your significant other. This was never a mistake. And if you don't say it, you think it. And it's all over the place. You're all over the place. You need to have other people know. In front of your friends, you know, you need to have people know, this is my man. This is my woman. This is, you know, this is us. And it's nice because, and you know, I use that word nice. It doesn't mean anything nice, but what's interesting about it is that it begets love, and it communicates a message to others around you of warmth and of happiness. And there is where your divinity shines, Taurus. It really shines. There's also a vacation in store. And I'm thinking towards the end of the year, there is a trip in mind. You have something coming up. You want it to be a vacation for just the two of you, perhaps, or even just perhaps another couple. But there will be talk of, let's go somewhere. You know, let's take a week skiing, or let's go, let's go to somewhere warm in the winter. Let's go to the Bahamas. Let's go to let's go to the Middle East and have some warm, let's go to some island, let's go to Corfu, let's go to, all of these ideas. So you'll be talking about it, but you'll be talking about it, but very briefly with a span of 2 months, and then you make the plans. Now let's look at the different houses and what's in store for you. For example, the first notion I'm going to talk about is the notion of endings and beginnings. Now, there will be, and there always is, an ending, and there's a beginning in different things. You decide to end your job, and then you want to start a new job, and that's one idea. You lose a friend, literally because they betrayed you, and there's no way that you think in your mind you can ever talk to them again, But then you turn around the corner and you make another friend who's so very warm and a tight relationship. That is the area of stability, the endings and the beginnings. When you think, oh my God, I'm going to, I'm breaking up, and then you turn and there's another person in your life, where you think it's going to destabilize you is where you're wrong, because the beginning and the ending part of your dimension in the year 2009 is where actually you will find strength in stability. And that's going to be quite a surprise for you, Taurus. Now, the surprises, talking about surprises, the area of surprises, things that come up that are unforeseen, that you don't expect. Well, they come out and they do surprise you. But you know what, Taurus? You take a step back and you say, well, it's about time. I deserve it. So you will be very surprised, but you will be very deserving and very happy about that. Then there's this area of sharp endings, something that ends before you expect it. And it's something that occurs on a not on a personal basis, but on a public basis, in the sense that, for example, if you are part of a drama club or I call it a troupe, an acting group of actors that have been traveling with the show, okay? All of a sudden, you split up for some reason. That's just an example. But there's also the example of you being part of a group, you being part of a soccer team, you being part of a basketball team, you being part of a volleyball team, you being part in the sports. It could be anything. You being part of a pool club. I don't even know if they say that way. A pool, circle of pool or something. But it stops. And so beware of that. And it doesn't cause you any harm per se, but it's unexpected. And so you think, well, I'm going to have to find something else to do, because that was a source of happiness for you. Then there is one area of communication, the communication at large in general. And you'll be finding that in terms of how you express yourself to others, because of how you have matured and seen others act that way to you, you will feel the necessity to become a bit more strategic, a bit more a wiser, holding your cards close to your vest and not showing your hand, not tipping your hand. And this is the first quarter, January, February, March. April, May, and June. We have an area here of your work and your livelihood. Ladies and gentlemen, Taurus friends, this is the period of time when you sign contracts, when you get a partner in crime. If you have your own business, this is a moment when you start making contacts and signing contracts. And it's also a period, the second quarter, when the decisions that you need to make involve specifically your sense of security. So if you're signing contracts and you're binding, you become binded, you bond to someone on the job, it's because you think that it will add to your personal security. It will make you feel more secure. Now, the area of guidance is one lucky area, ladies and gentlemen, Taurus friends, because it's the card telling me, ask and you shall receive. If you never talked to your guides, ladies and gentlemen, do it now, Taurus. I might have said Aries, I meant Taurus. Talk to your guides, look to your guides. I had a reading the other day with a woman, and she asked, it was a channeling session, and she asked me to channel her guides. And we found the guides, their names, the way they wanted, the way they want to present, and the way they impulse, and what their role is on your guide team was very interesting. It was a beautiful reading. And we did that through channeling and mediumship. This is a moment, Taurus, when, like I said, ask and you shall receive. If you need information, talk and ask for help. It will come forth. Also here, the area of the home. The area of the home intended as a circle of close knit family and friends that you call your home and call your family. This is an area where you'll find people coming back. They'll be coming back, and they'll be coming back to you more upstanding. You know, if you have a brother who has always been, for example, a person who people don't think is responsible because they're always traveling, they're all on the road, they don't have a full-time job, and they don't have a stable job. Well, they're going to be coming home and surprise the whole family because they are a government employee, for example. I mean, you couldn't get more stable than that, probably. So that is going to happen in the second quarter, April, May, and June. Now, in the third quarter, we've got here, and it's highlighting once again the importance of public life, things that are public. Like I mentioned, remember the pool club, the pool circle, or your soccer team when something was going to dissolve. Well, here, this is going to become fundamental for you, this public area. You're going to see, what I'm seeing here is you coming to the fore, proposing yourself, making yourself available to take a position in government, on the local council, being asked to come and coach a team, something that is involving a lot of different people that may have changed previously in the first quarter, like I said, something that dissolved. And this is what you'll be looking for, and it's going to come. So what do we see for you, Taurus? We see a door closing, a door opening, but very, very back to back. And the area of obstacles, we all have obstacles, and we all have to face obstacles, of course. The area of obstacles here, well, we all have obstacles, but you, Taurus, remember I got to this when I was showing you the cards, I said, you have some beautiful cards, and then the cards, the two ugly ones came. Here, the obstacles are very easily experienced. They just slide off. You know, there's no skin off of your back when you're having trouble or when you have to make decisions and you have to do it fast. This is an area where no problem. Then we have the area of the actual decisions. When you are called upon to make a decision, that's when you will be slightly caught off guard. You'll be caught off guard. You'll be, you don't want to put your mind to paper, to pen, and to think, you don't want to make it black on white. And you'll have to do that. And it's something that you'll learn very, very, very quickly in that third quarter, July, August, and September. Because then the actual problems that do arise, because if you don't make decisions when you need to make decisions, it will engender, and I've got these two cards that are shouting it very loud and clear to me, Taurus. If you don't stand to the challenge, you will be having a crap load, not to say shitload, of problems just coming your way that you didn't expect. Okay, so stand to the challenge and stand up to your responsibilities is what they're saying. Pardon my French, ladies and gentlemen. The last quarter, um, October, November, and December, we've got some really, really interesting things here because we have the hidden area of our lives, the hidden area where, things that we should not know or we need not know, the area of life that is always something, is a question mark, because we're humans. We can't know everything, right? Not even me. Well, you've got the stars here. And it means, ladies and gentlemen, Taurus friends, that no matter is hidden to you because all you have to do literally, like I said before, is ask your guides and look to the stars because you have a guiding light in the last quarter. Very interesting. Then we've got communication. It's rain and communication. It's rain and communication, Taurus. It's rain in letters. It's rain in emails. It's going to, come at you. People want you. They want you to work with them. They want you to work for them. The people will start. What is the word I'm looking for? Warming up to you. They're going to start flirting with you. People will want you. You are going to be the man, the woman of the hour, the last quarter of 2019. And that will bring you to a moment where the males, especially, male Taurus friends, a piece of butter, you're going to melt. Your heart is going to be not only on your sleeve, all over, boom, 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 boom. Everyone will see how warm you are, how loving you are, how caring you are, and how much you can be described as the definition of unconditional love. No matter what your partner or your significant other does, you stick with them no matter what. And for the ladies here, last quarter, I see that the female influence here is going to ride high, especially in the couple, be they like-sex couples or heterosexual couples, because you are the ones who will be. They say in Italian, you'll be the needle of the bilancia, the scale. You're going to be tipping the scales because what you say is going to carry weight. Okay, and you want to go on a trip, you take a trip. Listen, it's time for us to go on a vacation. Never mind, we've worked enough. Go, let's go. And you're out the door. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope this was of help for you to guide you in some way in 2019. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. Like, share, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it, and my heart will go. Have a nice holiday. I'll come back the first week of January to have the January readings. Bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen.